All right, we'll do the whole song. You ready?
Yep. Here we go.
No, I haven't put that.
Piano.
So, good evening. I can see some people are already reacting in their usual way. And just before I started talking, my sister called me, and she was expressing anxiety. Now, here is the thing. A number of people have been calling me, talking to me, including my wife. Today, this morning, all our talk with my wife were just about, these arrests. It's too much. You're being arrested so many times. My mother, when I spoke to her this evening. She was crying. She feels, no, it's too much. You are arrested every now and then. What's this? At the end of the day, you die. A number of people are scared for my life. Especially those who are close to me, starting with my wife, my mother, my sisters, like I was telling you, my children. Now, the question is, why should people be scared for my life for expressing myself? Why should people be scared for my life because I'm expressing myself? Why? Is that a country that our forefathers fought for? Is it why Vakaunda, Nkumbula, Arthur Winan, and many others, the freedom fighters, is that what they fought for? Many people died during the liberation struggle. They wanted us to have our rights to express ourselves, our rights to vote, our rights to freedom, our rights to privacy, our life to own property, and so many other inalienable rights. That is what they fought for. So, if they fought for that independence, if they fought for that liberation, why should it be a death sentence for somebody to express himself? Why should it be a death sentence? Why should my mother be crying for me? Why should my mother be crying for me because I'm expressing myself? Why should my sisters be worried because I'm expressing myself? Why should my wife be so scared? She wants to come back, but she's even thinking twice to come back. That is a long conversation we had this morning. But why should it be like that? Why should it be like that? Why? I'm simply expressing myself. Why should it be like that in a country, in a democratic country, in a country that got independence so many years ago? Why should it be a death sentence? Why should it be another way to die? Why should it be another way to die for speaking out? Why should it be? And this is a challenge that I'm throwing to President Hakainde Hichilema and all those that are around him, all those that, execute some of these instructions. This is the question that I'm asking you. Why should it be a death sentence? Why should it be another way to die for expressing myself in a country that is democratic, in a country that is liberated? Twalipoko obuntungwa. Why should ukulanda pafile chitika mchalo be a death sentence? Ufuile popakulanda file chitika mchalo. Why should it be like that? And you can argue with me. But you know what? I have been, yes, I was not very old by the time UNIP was going out of power. But I was, politically conscious And I do remember a number of things that were happening during the time of UNIP. It was not like this. It was not like this. People used to talk. People used to talk. He used to talk. There was a man called Kamalondo. He used to talk. There were a number of people who I remember who were very vocal during the time of Kaunda. Very vocal. Chilufya himself, for example. Chilufya was a critic of Dr. Kaunda. But Frederick Chilufya served as a unionist for about 10 years during the time of Kaunda. And he was very critical. But for the time that Chilufya served, for the many years that Chilufya served under the UNIP government, much as, you know, the modern, this generation is told of the dictatorship of Kaunda. But some of us do remember that Chilufya was highly critical of Dr. Kaunda. And Chilufya, I don't remember how many times he was arrested, but the only time that I remember when he was arrested, it was in Livingstone. I think I only remember him being arrested once. For the many times that Chilufya used to talk, or many times that, many years that he was a unionist, I remember him being jailed once. And it was a talk. It was a big issue. It was a big issue that it remained with Chilufya even when he became president. Once. I remember other people who were critical of President Dr. Kenneth Kaunda. I don't remember them being arrested. I remember there was Father Umbeto. Father Umbeto was highly critical, much as he was foreigner. But I don't remember him being arrested. There were many other people. There were many other activists. That woman who died, you remember that woman? There was that, the name is going. She was a very critical, activist. I don't remember her being arrested. The name is going. But at one point, those of you who remember, at one point she carried a placard at the airport. She carried a placard at the airport, almost, some kind of half naked. Very strong woman. They were there anyway. But they were not being arrested. They were not. Yes, Lucy Sichone, thank you. Thank you, but Thomas, Lucy Sichone, she was aggressive. She used to talk. During the time of Kaunda, we never saw what is happening now. We can move on during the time of Chilufya. Chilufya opened the Pandora's box. People were talking to an extent that people started calling him blatantly, "You are a thief." Kafupi, they called him all sorts of names. Nikakawala like a conductor and everything. I don't remember people being arrested in the manner that people are being arrested during this time of Hakainde Hichilema. I don't remember. I remember, yes, Dean Mungomba was arrested on some fake charges of whatever. So I'm not saying that it never used to happen. It happened, but it was not happening the way it is happening now. Now it is so apparent, it is so dangerous to speak against this government. Why should it be like that? Where we are coming from, I'm giving you the history where we are coming from. Yes, there were people that were talking, and people, yes, there were times when people were arrested, but I don't remember one activist that was arrested 7 times within 14 months. 7 times within 14 months. I don't remember. 7 times within 14 months. And of course, it's not only me. If you were to count how many arrests have been done, I think you'll be talking about hundreds. Hundreds. Me have been arrested for 7 times, but if you were to count also other people that have been arrested within this short time, it will be hundreds of times. It will be hundreds of times. I mean, there are so many citizens that have been arrested for criticizing, for expressing themselves against the leadership of this government. Hundreds. They would be in hundreds. I don't remember. Go into Mwanawasa. I don't remember. There were people that were so critical. We called, and I'm saying we called because I was one of those. We called Mwanawasa a cabbage. I never supported Mwanawasa. The moment SATA moved out, I went with SATA. I went with SATA out of MMD. I was part of MMD. I campaigned for Levi Mwanawasa in Chifubu constituency, by the way. In my young age, when Mwanawasa came to contest as the member of parliament for Chifubu constituency, I was there. Actually, before that, there was even Simasiku, I remember. My first experiencing life in politics was the time of Simasiku, Godfrey Simasiku. He stood on a window, and his symbol was a window. We used to sing during the time of UNIP. I never saw people being arrested in the way that we are being arrested during this time of Hakainde Hichilema. Mwanawasa was called all sorts of. He was highly criticized. Highly criticized. We didn't see this kind of arrests that we are having today. RB, we didn't see this kind of arrests. Remember how RB was at loggerheads with Vamdara Fred. Yes, there was feud, but we didn't see this kind of arrests. We didn't see this kind of arrests. I know Fred member knows better about these things than myself, and I'm sure he would bear with me witness that it has never been this tense from where we are coming from. It has never been this tense. People are scared to express themselves. People are scared to express themselves. And for those of us who are talking, people are scared. For us, my mother was just telling me, she was crying. Last time she came at Central Police, she collapsed. After seeing me in my sales, she walked out because of BP, she collapsed. And she had to go in hospital. I got out of the whatever, my mother remained in hospital until she recovered and she went back to the farm. Now, is it me who is a problem? No. It's not me who is a problem. It's not me who is a problem. I'm not doing anything wrong. And this is why I am saying to those who are feeling for me and those who are saying, no, you should stop. I'm saying, what is it that I'm doing that is wrong? Talking, expressing myself, speaking on behalf of other people? No. No. I cannot stop talking on that account. If I'm saying something that is wrong, yes, I do an introspection. Every day I do an introspection. I do sit, I pray, I analyze what I'm talking about, what I'm doing. I do an introspection. I'm not a person that just moves in life without taking, account of my actions, account of what I'm talking about. I'm not that kind of a person. I reflect on my life. I reflect on what I'm doing. I reflect on what I'm saying. I reflect on my family. I reflect on my life. That is why sometimes you see that I do something or I say something and tomorrow I come back to apologize, because I do an introspection. And my introspection is not just about me. I sit and pray. Every day in the morning, I take time to pray. I wake up early in the morning. 3 o'clock, I'm up. 04, I'm praying. Up to 5 o'clock. 5 o'clock, between 5 and 6, I usually write an article. You will check on my Facebook page. You will find that I write reflective articles between 5 and 6. 6 o'clock, I go to church. That is my routine. That is my routine. So I'm not a careless person. I'm not an irresponsible person just getting excited, to make a name. No. I'm not here to make a name. I'm not here to make a name. This is why you even find that even people that you may see that they are close to me, I sometimes speak against them. Because it's not about, an individual. It's about speaking the truth. And if in my reflection, I think that this person is wrong, I have no fear to come out and speak against that person. And I'm sure all of you who are watching, including Hakainde Hichilema, there have been times when you have been happy with what I've said. All of you, there have been times when you have been happy with what I'm saying. You only hate it when I speak against you. When I speak against you, then you hate me. Then I'm Mushanina Wali. Then I'm whatever. You call me all sorts of names. But when I speak for you, then I'm a freedom fighter. That's why I'm not flattered. When some people are writing, no, freedom fighter, what? I'm not flattered. I'm not flattered by people's, uploads. I'm not. Because I know that, yes, today you are happy with me. Tomorrow, when I say something that you don't like, you'll be calling me names. PF. The PF today, I'm sure a number of PF members are very happy because they're not in government. It's Hakainde Hichilema who is in government. But when PF were in power, the people that are with me today, yesterday they were not with me. They were calling me names. Imwebe neva UPND. Mwebe minena mwima. You are up in arms against me. But if you go back, you will find that there were times when you praised me. When you hero worshipped me. When Hakainde Hichilema was arrested. Imweba UPND, you were scared to talk. You were scared to talk. Wamdala Wandiba GBM was the vice president. He took off. He went into South Africa. He went into South Africa. He couldn't talk. He couldn't talk. A number of you, a number of you went quiet. You are not talking. Me, I risked it. I was talking for Hakainde Hichilema. And I was arrested for it. I spent 9 days inside for Hakainde Hichilema. And you praised me. You were shouting my name the day that Hakainde Hichilema was released. Vamdala and Vakachingwe even recognized me in his book for my contribution speaking for Hakainde Hichilema. Even this election that you're talking about, the last election, I supported Hakainde Hichilema. I don't like to collect credit to say I did this. I don't like it. But I want to remind you of my character, of what I stand for. I was with Hakainde Hichilema. I didn't vote for him because, yes, personally, I didn't believe it. But I realized that by PF, they became arrogant. But PF became arrogant. When I was trying to speak against wrong things, they arrested me 3 months before the elections. 3 months before the election, they arrested me. 3 months again before the elections, they arrested me for speaking against what? For speaking against the Kadarism. I spoke against Kadarism and I was arrested for it. When I came out, I said, these people are being arrogant. Let them realize that power belongs to the people. That is what I stand for. Power belongs to the people. And I was part of the people that campaigned against the arrogance of PF. And PF, you remember how you hated me before the elections. You remember. And the Hakainde Hichilema was very happy. He was very happy. We were having meetings. I was talking to people in the UPND. And after the elections, I didn't run to Hakainde Hichilema to say I want a job. No, I didn't. I didn't. Because I never do that. I never do that. I gave him time. It was after I saw that the direction which he took was not going right. That is when I started talking. And I spoke once. That was my first arrest. My first arrest from Hakainde Hichilema, him in power, I spoke when the soldiers were not paid for 3 months. The defense force, they were not paid for 3 months. They were not paid. And they complained. Because military people can't complain. They can't talk. They told me, I'm not a soldier. I don't have a relative who is a soldier. I don't have. But they told me, look, we haven't been paid for 3 months. I came, I spoke about it. But before I even spoke about it, I even spoke to some of these people in power. I told them, you guys, can you sort out this? I spoke to some of them. I don't want to mention their names. But I spoke to them. I told them, you guys, what's going on? These people are complaining you haven't paid them. They couldn't do anything. I had to come and talk about it on social media. They arrested me. They arrested me and charged me with mutiny. Did I commit mutiny? Was I wrong for speaking that you have not paid the military people? Was I wrong? Who was wrong? The one who didn't pay them or the one who complained, who expressed their plight? Who was wrong? Who was supposed to be arrested? The one who didn't pay them or the one who expressed their sentiment? Their sentiment that, look, their complaint, their plight. Who should have been arrested? Or was there anyone to be arrested? Really? I was arrested. And from that time, it has continued. Almost every other month I'm being arrested. Almost every other month I'm being arrested. For the time that Hakainde Hichilema has been in power, for 14 months, I have been arrested 7 times. Which really translates to every 2 months I'm being arrested. Every 2 months I'm being arrested. And the cases that they arrest me for, they are not cases that can stand in court. They are not cases that can stand in court. This is why I'm not in court for any of those cases that I've been arrested for. The other time I was arrested like a criminal in Livingstone. People had to go all the way to Livingstone. They had to condone Livingstone. Searched me like a needle, like a rebel, until they arrested me and drove me back into Lusaka. Where did the case go? It didn't go to court because really, even if it went to court, unless the judge just wants to punish me because what I talk about is the truth. What I talk about is the truth. This time around, I was arrested and, social media was, they were releasing PR that we have arrested him for hate speech. Which hate speech? Which hate speech? Which hate speech? Let's go to court and charge me with hate speech. Let's go to court and see. Let's go to court and see if I expressed hate speech. I don't talk about tribalism. I don't. Most of the times, I avoid speaking about tribalism. Even when Wakambwili was talking about tribalism, I criticized him. I criticized him. But now the tribalism has become so apparent, and I'm reacting to that. I'm simply protesting against tribalism, and you arrest me for it. You want to say that is hate speech when you are the ones that are practicing tribalism. Me, I'm only reacting to it. I'm speaking against tribalism. That's what I'm doing. I'm not inciting people to be tribal. I am speaking against tribalism, which is currently going on. And that is just the truth. And I'm ready to go to court, and I will be able to defend myself adequately. I will be able to show the court the tribalism that is currently going on in this government. I'll be able to show it. So you don't gag us when you are being tribal. Don't gag us from reacting to it so that you can continue practicing it. No, me, I'm speaking against tribalism. I am not propagating for tribalism. I am speaking against tribalism. And those people who are working in the civil service, trust me, they know what I'm talking about. Those people who are working in the civil service, trust me, they know what I'm talking about. There is a high tribalism there. People from a certain region are not working freely. People from a certain region are not working freely. And I gave an example of Anton Bwalia as one of those people who was sidelined. Anton Bwalia cannot express himself. He can't express himself. But surely, even as I'm talking, Anton Bwalia knows deep down in his heart that he was sidelined in State House. He was alienated. He was alienated in State House. This talk, my reaction came out after Anton Bwalia was removed. Because even before, it's not only this time when Anton was removed out of State House when I spoke. No, I used to speak about it. Anton Bwalia was a spokesperson, and the nature of the job, really, according to the way we understand it normally, this is a guy that is supposed to be moving around with the president, witnessing to everything so that he can be able to articulate himself to the public and be able to communicate to the people that, look, the president went to America and this is what he did. The president went to... He can do that. That is his job. He's paid by civil servants. He's not paid by Hakainde Hichilema. He's paid by people, rather, by taxpayers' money. And why he's paid by taxpayers' money is so that he can be able to transmit to people what the president is doing. That is his job. The presidential, the press aid, as we used to call it, is not for the president. It's not for Hakainde Hichilema. Personally, it is for the president. So that we have somebody who can be communicating to us what the president is doing. If you go to other countries, like if you go to America, for example, I mean, they have, you know, press, the presidential spokesperson is always interacting with the media, always interacting with the media. The president comes, he comes up and talks to the media. Almost every 2 weeks at least, they will have an interaction to express what is going on. Even the president himself, almost every 2 weeks or at least a month, he will come out and talk and face the media. That is the job of that guy. But what did you do to Anton Bwalia? What did you do to Anton Bwalia? You made him to be running around in the media house talking about things that he didn't even understand. Lying. Sometimes intentionally and sometimes out of ignorance. From my point of view, Anton Bwalia really, from my point of view, Anton Bwalia was segregated because of his tribe. And it's not only Anton Bwalia. Like I've told you, there are a number of people. I just used Anton Bwalia as one example. Vamdalava Fred member has brought out a list. Look at that list. If you haven't looked at the list, go at go at his page. Go at his page and check what Fred Membe wrote. I think I will post it tomorrow. And he has outlined the tribalism clearly, the number of people who are in key positions. You can clearly see that the country is being run by people from one region. You can clearly see that the country is being run by people from one region. The key positions have been taken by people from one region. And you want us to keep quiet about it? No. No. We are feeling it. And especially those who are actually working in the civil service are feeling it. We have situations where people who are juniors, but because of tribe, they have been elevated into higher positions, leaving those who have been in service for a long time, leaving them out. These junior ones, because of the tribe being connected, they are elevated. Some of them, they don't even have qualifications to be in the positions where they are. And that's why there is so much incompetence in this government. There is so much incompetence because the bigger positions have been taken by people, who are being considered because of their tribe and their political affiliation. Because of their tribe and political affiliation. A number of them, because look at some of these people that you are talking about, that you are calling what is this? Civil PS, permanent secretaries. A person from the street, he doesn't even know what a voucher is. He doesn't even know what a voucher is. And you put him to be on top of directors. You put him on top of people that have been in government for so many years. And if you are a civil servant, the biggest position that you aspire for is being a PS. But now in this government, we are having people from the streets, and being made PS. People who are educated with doctorates, PhDs, they are being skipped to be commandeered by somebody from the street. Just because, he's a useful idiot. Just because he's a useful idiot. I'm repeating that word, useful idiot. You need to understand what that word means. Useful idiot, what does it mean? You need to understand it. Just because somebody is a useful idiot, to cover up, so that they put him there. A useful idiot, one who just speaks good, even when things are wrong, he speaks good. That is a useful idiot. If you do not feel one, but you can't just say it as it is. You can't say it as it is. Instead of saying the truth here, now monati, amalite na balunda, or wunga na balunda, fuel na balunda, and you start coming up with some funny excuses of Ukraine, of whatever, you are being a useful idiot. You are being a useful idiot. Say the truth. The economy is bad. Say the truth. Even President Hakainde Hichilema himself knows. But there you are. You are busy clapping. Yes. Just because you want a job. Just because you want some benefits from President Hakainde Hichilema. And those are the ones I'm talking about to say some of these members, because fwewa bemba ni fwetua fula ukushenteka kanwa. We like that. We like that. And I'm saying I'm including myself. I'm not saying all members. There are some members, so those good members, stay good. But I'm talking about those bad members. Bamushani na Bwadi. Useful idiots. Those are the ones I'm talking about. Not else, not all the members. No. I'm talking about if forever temwa ukulandiro bwali pakwati nga walanda bakupeleko ka something nebyo efintu nafibipa uleta sha we muntu na bakuchita demote. You used to be a deputy secretary to the cabinet. Bakuchita demote. Abantu wala kutasha, congratulations. You have been sent in foreign mission. Now hapa Facebook at thank you very much for this appointment. Come on. Unless you know what you did, that you did something wrong. But really, if you are innocent, I mean, these are some of the things that you should be able to protest. You should be able to protest. So, I'm just saying the truth. Fishing kefindelanda, file chitika. It's not that I'm talking about something that is not happening. We can go to court. I will go and point at, this tribalism that is currently going on. I'll go and talk about it. I mentioned Vanevas Mumba because Vanevas Mumba is one of those people that, him having been a vice president, a senior citizen in this country, and close to President Hakainde Hichilema, you would have expected a little bit of reasonableness. But Vanevas Mumba, Finch, Valanda, Puevo, Batapo criticize. Bena fiance fiadi wa makuli ba Hakainde Hichilema. Fiance fiadi wa fiance fisuma kuli ba Hakainde Hichilema, according to Vanevas Mumba. So Vanevas Mumba now, he wants to jump on it and start saying, no, tribalism. Vanevas. In Shirelanda Pai tribalism, Ndelanda Pai being a useful idiot as a Bemba. That's what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about how Bemba wants. I'm talking about individuals who are making themselves useful idiots, supporting wrong things. You are the people that mess up presidents because you praise them even when they are doing something wrong. You mess them up. Yes, Hakainde Hichilema has got his own faults, but some of you are messing him up. And if only Hakainde Hichilema was wise enough, he will see through, he will hear what I'm talking about and appreciate me for telling him the truth. And not those useful idiots he's trusting. Hakainde Hichilema, he would actually appreciate me for telling him the truth. Hakainde Hichilema, he should be able to look at the list that Fred Membe produced. He should be able to look at that list and see if indeed what we are talking about is not true. I'm challenging Hakainde Hichilema. Go and read that list here of Fred Membe. Go and read it. Go and look at that list and see if indeed your appointments, your government is balanced. Go and look at it. Don't arrest me. I'm reacting to that list. That is what I'm reacting to. And I'm not reacting, by the way, I must underline this. I'm not reacting this for my own, for myself. No. I'm not reacting to this. I'm not talking here for myself. Government. Do I work in the government? I don't. I am speaking for those who are working in government. And those who are working in government, it is the whole spectrum of governance system. The whole spectrum of governance system. Ku judiciary, kuna nkani, ku parliamenti, kuma mini. It's the whole spectrum Hakainde Hichilema. And Hakainde Hichilema, if you are really to listen to what I'm talking about, you would thank me later. Instead of arresting me, you are supposed to be thanking me for bringing this to your attention. It is possible. Sometimes you get carried away. You get carried away. And I know that not all the people that you appoint are appointed by you. I know some of these people are, brought before you. Or appoint this one, or appoint this one. I know. So you may get carried away. And until somebody takes up the courage to tell you, to say, President, you have done too much. We have gone too much one side. Can we balance it up? Unless somebody tells you, if somebody doesn't tell you, you will go on. So when somebody tells you, when I come here and talk about these issues, it is not for you to hate me. It is not for you to seek my blood. It is not for you to torture me. It is not for you to torture me. When I talk, a person Alanda, who is going to pay me? Who is going to pay me? No one is going to pay me. But you would benefit, and you will benefit by doing the right thing. And if you do the right thing, even the people will be happy with you. People will benefit. That is why I take my talking as prophetic. That is why I take my talking as a calling. Because I know my talking can change things for the better. It can change the leadership. It can change the lives of Zambians. That is why I will not stop talking. That is why I will not stop talking. I know, by the fact that you arrest me, I know mulomfwa. When you arrest me, I know you have heard. The only thing is that your reaction is wrong. But the way you react is wrong. What I'm telling you now is that stop reacting wrongly. Act rightly. Act rightly, and you will see things will be better. Those who are complaining, people come to me and complain. I don't work in government. But in Donfokulila, people come and complain to me. They complain to me, they tell me, look, I used to be what, now there is this one. And I look at them, these are Zambians. And remember, people spend a lot of their time at work than at home. So if somebody is not happy at work, that person is living hell before he or she dies. Is living hell before he or she dies. Very upset, very demoralized. How do you expect to sort out the economy? How? That's why if into Hakainde Hichilema, they're just waiting for you to fall. I can tell you. They're just waiting for you to fall. Why? Because you have frustrated them. By bringing people who are down, you have brought them up based on tribe. Whether it is you or it is whoever you appointed, these are some of the things that you need to check. These are some of the things that you need to check. And because the situation is like that, people are demoralized. People are not happy. Our country cannot move forward. That is why I'm talking. I'm not talking so that India, I tell you that it's my God who looks after me. I don't rely on what, Lungu, whatever. No, I'm not. No, therefore now I know. Now, my own will tell you. My mother will tell you how I suffered. Nalela me following me. Nalenda nenkasa. Nensundu munkasa. Insundu. If you know what that is, blisters under the feet. I didn't know Jesus myself. I didn't know. I was almost walking naked. Blood used to clot in the if you see my legs, yabakwati fever, yabakwati moon soldier, like a uniform, a soldier. Because I used to have sores all over my body. So I have suffered. I'm not excited for wealth. I'm not excited for wealth. I can live any life. That is why even taking me, Muma cells, it's nothing. It's nothing strange for me. Yes, you feel the stress, you feel the psychological torture, but it's not really something that, I don't suffer. Kwati nivambibadi aba ikala wino. No. Aba ikala wino, mweba ikala wino, nimwe mutina maseozi. No. Even where you took me there, that was a very bad place. That's a very, very bad place. I slept on a cold floor. Na yo floor idayadi talala. It is very cold. I slept right on the floor with nothing. I slept there. I asked, to get a mattress. They refused to give me a mattress. But I slept, and here I am. In Chilufya, I didn't get sick. No. Toilet yale isulanda ya isula. I survived. And surely that would not kill me. That would not kill me unless you poison me or you harm me directly. But that kind of torture, no. No. God prepared me for that kind of life. I didn't know when I was growing up suffering. It is because God knew the kind of life that I was going to go through. I don't know how many people will survive to be arrested 7 times within 14 months. I don't know. But me, I'm surviving, and I'm here, I'm talking, because God prepared me for it. And psychologically, mentally, physically, I am ready for it. I am ready for it. That's why, I'm not going to talk so much about the police, but I was telling them that, look, if you want to arrest me, just call me. Call me and tell me we want to arrest you. You can even tell me, we want you to go to Mongu. Go at Mongu Central Police and tell them to detain you. I will go. I will go. Because I am ready for it. And I know what I'm talking about. I know what I'm doing. I'm doing it for many people out there. Many people who are watching this and they're saying yes. I know as I'm talking, there are many people who within their hearts, they're saying yes. Thank you for bringing this. And if at least when I say it, it actually relieves them a little bit. Then nobody's talking. So sometimes when I talk, I actually relieve a little bit of tension from people out there. And tomorrow they wake up hoping that, well, things will change. So the onus is on you. In Enalanda, you change. I'm not going back on what I said about Yusuf idiots. I'm not going back. I'm not going back. I'm not going back because I am on firm ground. I'm on firm ground. Yes, there is too much tribalism in this government and it has to stop. There are people who are being victimized. There are people who are being undermined simply because somebody comes from a certain region. Simply because somebody is connected to whoever. And they are undermining their superiors. I have seen it even in the police. I've seen it. Where senior officers are freezing because, a constable who is there is connected to whoever. And you find a senior inspector, the officer in charge, is scared, he can't make a decision. I'm seeing this, I've seen it, I'm seeing it. I don't want to talk too much about that, but it's there. So please, don't arrest me. Thank me instead and do the right thing. This time around, much as you are talking about, hate speech. I know it was not about the hate speech that you arrested me for. Because things are so wrong in the country. President Hakainde Hichilema and his cronies are so scared of Edgar Lungu. They are so scared of Edgar Lungu. You are busy looking for things, for faults, to implicate him. Edgar Lungu and his cronies as well. You want to fix them. And somebody saying, no, you are dividing a country. I'm not dividing the country. You are the one who is dividing the country. Because always going for these people, when you know that some of them, they have not even done anything. Looking for faults to cover up your inefficiencies, to cover up your failures. You are the one who is dividing the country. You are the one who is dividing the country. You are apprehensive about what Edgar Lungu is doing. And you are busy looking in my phone. Right now you have my phone. And you are taking it everywhere to see what is in there. You will find nothing because there is nothing. I'm telling you, I know. You are busy going around with my phone. I was just checking it on the internet just now. I know where you have taken it, but I'm not going to talk about it. I know where you have taken it. You are busy fidgeting with my phone. You are busy fidgeting with my phone. But I'm telling you, you find nothing. You find nothing. That arrest was to get something from the phone on Edgar Lungu. But I'm telling you, that man is not doing anything, at least from my knowledge, unless Fimbio for the Chitofo in Shishiv. But as far as I'm concerned, there is nothing that man is doing. Which actually frustrates me because he's a political giant. If Edgar Lungu was doing something, Edgar Lungu just doing something, it would actually help a great deal. I'm telling you, I'm frustrated that Edgar Lungu is not doing something. Me, I'm actually frustrated. I'm frustrated that Edgar Lungu is not doing something. At least he can do even something. Something from that venang fo of Marco Fenang fo ako fe pamanda yu wa Edgar Lungu chirishan kansh. Even mo ako fe pamanda yu fenang fo mo ako fe do something at least. It is actually frustrating me. So I get very upset, to be honest. I get very upset to see people dancing around trying to see what Edgar Lungu is doing, and yet this man is not doing anything. He's not even moving a finger. At least do something with Edgar Lungu na imwe. Do something. Go out katwishi. Even kabiyan ko fekashi nangu niku change. Just go nangu niku change. Kanish katwishi. At least wantu wamimona ko fe wamfo ko fe win. I mean, you are busy seated there and we are being followed around, being arrested. And yet you are doing nothing. Allah. Oh, hey. Seriously. I mean, I can't be. I'm sleeping in those feces. For Edgar Lungu, who is doing nothing. What is wrong with that? I'm coming to see him. I'm going to see him. At least, I mean, what is wrong with that? You are a citizen. You are a citizen. You are too quiet. Do something so that at least maybe my church can feel comfortable, because I think your quietness, your silence, your passivity is bothering YHH. Do something. Do something. I think YHH wants you to do something. Because number 3, you are doing nothing. And yet, at least do something so that okay, this is what he's doing. At least. At least. And the people are preoccupied. No, Edgar Lungu is funding you. Edgar Lungu is funding you. Edgar Lungu is not funding me. So do something. Can she start funding me? Na isa pano na bosta kwa Edgar Lungu na wampera. If I feel like so that atoka you are doing something. At least do something. Katwishi nangu pere nyaba na wansho whatever. Do something. Your passivity is bothering this government. Your passivity is making these people agitated. And at the end of the day, imwale mitina, but balambo kuikata wa mumbali. Very soon mkomfuati wa Esther wale bafuaya. Shani dali so wale mfuaya. Stasiro, you will hear these things. Awe, no. No. I am reliably informed. It was not really about me. It was not really about me. The very people that and this time around, force headquarters, I've got no issue with you. While you, I've got no issue with you because I am reliably informed. I know where this is coming from. I've got nothing with you. You are just following the orders. You are being told what to do. It's okay. It's okay. But those who are up there who are being apprehensive, I want to tell you that just relax. Just relax and thank God because that man is not doing anything. Much to my dislike. Much to my dislike because I think it would be better if he did something. If he did something. I even saw Katusinga Niwa Maus if that statement is really true. No, Edgar Lungu, there will be no convention. Edgar Lungu wants to come back. Edgar Lungu is going to contest 2026. Edgar Lungu is not doing that. He has clearly said it. We have been persuading him ourselves. Some of us have been persuading Edgar Lungu. He refuses. So Maus, they can you kubepesha Edgar Lungu. Just fight your battles to become PF president. Don't vepesha Edgar Lungu. Because if Edgar Lungu really wanted, he doesn't need to do anything. No, the constitution needs to be changed. Edgar Lungu doesn't need to change the constitution. Edgar Lungu is president of PF until 2026. He's president. He was elected in 2021. So he's president of PF until 2026. So he doesn't need to change the constitution. He doesn't need to do anything if he wants to run in 2026. So Amaos, please, just do your thing, campaign, and remove this man. I mean, this man is not doing anything. Just be happy. Go on and do your work. Just do your work. Don't bother about that man. That man is just there. He's just there. Don't bother. Don't be bothered by this man. Over that man. No. Whoever is telling you that Edgar Lungu, me, I'm telling you. I'm telling you, at least on this one I can speak with confidently. Because he himself, when I was trying to, charge him, to bring him out and say, please, come in and challenge this man. Let's have a round 2. He himself looked me into my eyes and told me, no, I've done my part. I don't want, at the end of the day, that is what he said. Politics, at the end of the day, I don't want to start. I don't want. I've done my part. That's what he says. I've done my part. So why are you being bothered? Why are you following us? Why are you grabbing our phones to check? Leave the man. What you should concentrate on is to sort out things in the country. Sort out things in the country. That is what you should concentrate on. Things are bad. Things are really bad. Whether we're praise singer, we're stupid idiot, whether mulandefi akulandefi fiance. The fact is that things are bad. The prices of commodities have gone up. Hakainde Hichilema. This is not about Chilufya Tayali hating what? He thinks commodity prices have gone up. Uwunga over 200. Fuel yomwavika 30 kwacha ba Edgar Lungu ba HH 30 kwacha epo ya Africa 30 kwacha mwaisa ngire pali shinga. It's now 100% where you found it. It's now 100% where you found it. And yet this is what you spoke about. This is what you are talking about. Whenever there was an increment in fuel price, you used to come and articulate, give lectures, how this is going to affect the economy, how this is going to affect, the cost of doing business, how this is going to affect, price commodities, how this is going to affect investor confidence. You used to articulate all these things. Uyuma iche nwan kane queen at Queen Coco. She's very good at researching. You should be checking at her page. She brings out these videos very nicely. Bring out those videos where Hakainde Hichilema was lecturing us on fuel. The impact of fuel, how Hakainde Hichilema would sit there and, break it down as an economist and even tell us, some of these things. No, I have to simplify it because some of you can't understand. And the cadres will be there. Yes, Bali will fix it. Where are we, Bamdala? Where are we? When I talk about that, Hakainde Hichilema, do you need to arrest me? Ushenish nimi pata, ushenish nami tuka. Ushendemi tuka wa Hakainde Hichilema, ndemi tuka panondela nda. Fuel mwaisangire shinga. How much did you find fuel? And how much is it today, Hakainde Hichilema? Where is the wisdom? Where is the economics? The big words that you used to bring out as an economist, the most intelligent economist Unza has ever produced, who even went to London, Leno Hakainde Hichilema yali amano yali kui. Ushenga na landa palife. If I say that ushende mituka wakaba Hakainde Hichilema wakateka wandi ushende mituka. Ushete fumwale landa. Isn't it what you are telling us? Isn't it what you promised the people of Southern Province? Isn't it what you promised the people of Northern Province? The people of Eastern Province, the people everywhere in this country who voted for you. This is what you promised them. But today things are bad. And this is where I was saying, when things are bad, people should not be able to vote for you. They shouldn't vote for UPND. That is my point. This is what I was talking about. It's not tribalism. We had by-elections and I was condemning. These by-elections were in the northern part of Zambia. And I was condemning those people that they voted for you. Yes, I will say it again. People should not vote for UPND because you have failed. They shouldn't. And yes, I express surprise when I see votes coming for you in Southern Province. I express surprise because fuel now it is not only in the Northern Province, it is not only in Lusaka, even in the Southern Province. So even the people in Southern Province, I wonder when they vote for you. It is not tribalism. I am wondering, why should the people of Southern Province give you 100% vote? Give you 98% vote when things are messed up. It is not tribalism. I am saying, why should you vote for a person who is failing like this? A person who cheated. And this is the truth. It is not an insult. It's not tribalism. I'm not saying, no, because Hakainde Hichilema is Tonga, don't vote for him. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying because Hakainde Hichilema is Tonga, don't vote for him. No. I am saying don't vote for UPND and don't vote for Hakainde Hichilema because Hakainde Hichilema has failed. That's what I'm saying. Where is tribalism? How can he jail me for that? When I say don't vote for UPND because UPND has failed. When I wonder why people of Southern Province are always giving you votes when you are failing. Is that tribalism? It's not about Tonga. No, it's about failure. It would be anyone. I would say the same thing. I used to say the same thing when Edgar Lungu was in power. I used to say the same thing when the Arabi was in power. Mind you, not even the Arabi was spared. My criticism, my critical analysis of politics started Muniba Mwanawasa. I'm telling you, I used to criticize Mwanawasa. By that time, I was a youth. Not to our youth. Vansarawai, abe samkupange chongona tunanikane tusoche. Ndara ifo toalele mba mpost toale kangana na wamembe. ewo twale kangana nabo bamembera balemba article so editorial imwe mwe baiche banomba. You don't even know what editorial is. You don't read. I write an article 300 words. No, you write long articles. Don't write long articles. That's why you know very little. Be informed. You have got degrees, you have got whatever, but you know very little because you don't read. Read. I mean, we knew, we learned English out of articles, reading editorials. Editorial was a big thing. I would never leave the Post without reading the editorial. I will never leave the Times of that without reading the editorial. I'll read the editorial and I'll make comments. We used to write to the editor, writing to the editor. Walemba, Watolaba Post Office, Wa Poster, making your opinion registered. So it's not today that we have started. I am a patriot. I love this country and I'm coming a long way, talking about national issues. It's not today. So don't wimpata. Don't say no. Hey, Tayali, whatever. It is not me who is at fault. It is Hakainde Hichilema. Don't talk to me don't talk, Tayali, don't talk. Tell Hakainde Hichilema to do the right thing. Join me in telling Hakainde Hichilema to do the right thing. That's what I'm asking you. Don't come to me and say, Tayali, stop talking. Nakana. Nabakashwandinimba kani noluchero na chibakanina. Na chikana. Bachinje bat no. Nganifyo kanshisha kese. Na tawe ikala mune. Ikala. Efo na chilanda. Tiachimifisa so. Efo na chilanda chena tawe kanshi ikala. Because I'm not doing anything wrong. Yes, I've been arrested so many times, but I'm not doing anything wrong. And anyone who knows, who is really looking at everything critically, knows deep down their hearts that this man is not doing anything wrong. This man is speaking the truth. So, it doesn't matter. I can be arrested as many times. If you want, mukantolena kujele. Go and arrest, detain me in jail, put me there for 10 years. It's okay. My conscience is clear. I don't come here to talk so that I please anyone. I don't come here to talk so that I get paid. No. I speak for the people. And I say the truth, regardless of who is involved. Even those, like I've said, even those who are praising me today, at one point, they threw stones at me because I spoke against them. But that's what it is when you speak the truth. It's not all the time people will love you. Sometimes people will not be happy with you. And sometimes, yes, you'll be wrong. Because I can never be right all the time. No, sometimes I'll be wrong. And you will not be happy with me because I'm wrong. And for me, that doesn't bother me. As long as I'm doing it out of conscience, I'm cool with it. There was a time when I hated, not really hated, but when I was fighting with Mutembo Nchito. I remember one time we had a talk at Holiday Inn, and I stood up in that challenging Mutembo Nchito, and he told me off. He said, if that's what you think, then you should come and take my position. But today, on other issues, I worship Mutembo Nchito. I worship that man. I agree with him. When Edgar Lungu removed him, I fought with him. That is me. I stand on the truth. So please, it is not about me. It is not me. It is about what is happening in the country. People, a lot of people are looking for so many things from government, and these things are not coming forth. Young people are looking for employment. Young people are looking for employment. I even saw this article. Look at this in Tuankan. Look at this card. Let me show you. These are the people I'm speaking about. Unicado, but here I am speaking for him. Look at this card.
And other ministers, we thank the minister for the UPND, we thank the MPs. Thank you. Tabale kwa tenda rama na ngwa ministers ya leo. Tuwale kwa tama ministers tabale bilo tabale kwa kutumisha. Tabale kwa tenda rama. Because the not the minister after sana na leo mkupela ama ifumu state chite. Ba president kakule rama minister, tube rama minister wale ya ndana abantu. Time now is up. But if you remember minister, you are minister, can't show now and this one about minister, very true that. That was taking the rama. Pamdara Lipo, Mr. Lungu, and Lungu, to a nation to a you pay the first one, you pay me. To a level in Sangotia, if you are a kumkan. Or whatever I let you from that. Minister, I have seen something. Minister, they have to respect us, but you pay it away. What may probably be for peace. Kata na ila ngali na mashauri. Kwa kazi bali tamanga kaliba president wa mitutera wa president wa mkwete wa kwa fueli na ifueli. Like I see ni mwini lunga. President. No. Kwa mdala. My cousin because I'm a brand of you. You want to go HH. You want to move over HH. This is a regular plan. Again, which means the people they are crying. We are crying. We are crying, President. Because it's in prison, it's your bedroom. Oh, it's your bedroom, President. Don't carry on what come out to the second of that, Papa. And I'm going to say, but the people are coming to Kaifama is going to hey, Peter president. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
You heard? Those are the people that I'm speaking for. When I talk, I don't talk about just UPND, whatever, PF. I speak for all Zambians. That guy is a Zambian. And these people are expecting something from government. And the nonsense of saying, no, that is not why they work. They helped you to become president. They helped you to become president. You didn't denounce them to say, no. Niba kada, tabakwetama papers, they are not educated, whatever. You didn't say that. You brought all of them. You lured all of them to you so that they can vote for you. They have got a right to demand something. Those guys have got a right to demand something. And what they are asking for, they are not asking, to be made rich, to be what. They are asking for a livelihood. That's what they are asking for. And these are the issues that Hakainde Hichilema you need to concentrate on. These are the issues. These are the people that you should be concentrating, not following me, arresting me. No. The day that Hakainde Hichilema, with the way you are following me, these very people, your cadres, will rise against you. Your cadres will rise against you. It may not be me, it may be somebody else, but be careful with these arrests that you continue, going about with. Be very careful, because very soon they will start pointing fingers at you when a person dies. Those people that you are dragging kumakoti, umuntu alilwala, alefra no kwenda, ale amukoti. At proceeds of crime, Hakainde Hichilema. Ala ture kwate mitima. Some of these people that you are bringing kumakoti, dragging kumakoti, believe you me, when they start dying, they will start pointing fingers at you. Yes, you are a president. Yes, you want to show that you are fighting corruption, but certainly you are not fighting corruption. And even when there is whatever, you must have a heart. A leader must have compassion. A leader must have a heart. You cannot be seeing Umuntu. Umuntu is almost, sorry, Nilande Fialuban. But you can see that really a person is ailing. You can see that a person is ailing. But you keep dragging them. Kumakot. People are dying of stress because you are not paying them. You are not paying them. You are not paying them. Why are you not paying Zambians? You are paying foreigners. You are paying foreigners. Instead of paying Zambians, a lot of people are suffering out of your denial to pay them because they are connected to Edgar Lungu, because they are connected to PF. You are killing people. You are stressing people. And that is not leadership. And we used to talk about this IMF. We used to talk about IMF. Hey, IMF. Now look, where are we with IMF? Where are we with IMF? I want to take a good time on talking about IMF. I will go in details in one of my addresses. For today, I will not talk. For tonight, I won't talk much about IMF. But it is a mess. It is a mess. Today, you are busy saying, no. By the end of this year, Hakainde Hichilema, where are you going? How are you going to sort out this by the end of this year? Because clearly, from where I'm sitting, things are becoming worse. The moment you are saying no, by the end of the year we'll sort out Iofio Yakwela. So how are you going to sort out things? Even those who are hoping, who have got hope that things will change, really, how will things change? Because things are getting worse instead of getting better. When you are saying, no, we are changing things are going to get better this year, that's when you increase fuel. Honestly, how? Things are really bad for Hakainde Hichilema. Things are bad. And me as Chilufya Tayali, I'm not talking here for anything. I'm talking to help you. I'm talking to help you. And if intunga fiashupa sana bamdala, sometimes there is honor in also resigning to say, inena filwa bane. Na filwa. Let others come and take over. Because clearly abamdala, abafikire. Anyway, I think I want to say more Nalalufianya Palasti. Let me leave it here. I think I've made my point. Thank you very much for following, and thank you very much for all of you that supported me when I was incarcerated. And I also want to appreciate, there are some people that have been contributing money, for lawyers. I'm not able to access that money, so I don't know how much has been contributed. I don't know, because the phone was taken, and I replaced the SIM card, but I can't access the mobile money until after 2 days. They said 3 days. So until next week, I can't tell how much is there. I'll be very transparent about it. All those of you who have sent me money or who are sending me money for the lawyers, I'll be very transparent. I will declare how much money will be raised out of that, and I will make sure I use that money as such. I will go and give the lawyers. I'm spending a lot of money on lawyers. You need money. You need money. But mostly, I must thank the lawyers, for their gratitude, because most of them, really, they are not getting paid much, really. I will tell you that. I will tell you that. So a contribution to help me with the lawyers is highly appreciated. A contribution to help me with the lawyers is highly appreciated, because really, I'm a lawyers. I don't have money to give them. Most of them, really, they are not getting anything. They are not getting anything. Last time we were in court, Kulikalaka assault case, Jonas even bought us in Shima, Shani. Instead of me buying in Shima and buying fuel, but the lawyer is the one who was buying in Shima and drinks for us. So I'm really grateful. I'm really, really grateful to Avena Makebi Zulu, Jonas, Chambaila, Benjamin Mwelwa. I'm really, really grateful for your representation. I need it. And you people, yes, I need your support. I will not pretend. I need your support. I am not a rich guy. I don't have money. So anyone who gives me help, it is really appreciated. But whatever help that you give, it is not to buy me. So don't give me anything in the hope that tomorrow I will support you or anything. I will disappoint you. Me, if you want to help me, just help me. But don't help me to buy me. You can never buy me. Thank you very much and good night.